Good morning, children. This is lecture 1 of chapter Language of Chemistry. In this lecture, we shall study about the elements, their symbol, valency, how to write a formula, and how to calculate the molecular mass of a compound. Elements. What is an element? An element is a pure substance consisting of only atoms that all have the same number of protons in their atomic nuclei. Elements cannot be broken down into simpler substance by any chemical means. The number of protons in the nucleus is the defining property of an element and is referred to as its atomic number, which is represented by the symbol Z. There are 118 elements. These elements are arranged in a periodic table based on their atomic number and atomic masses. Elements, they are arranged in a table with their increasing atomic number, increasing order of their atomic number. That table is known as periodic table of the element. Okay? Symbols. What is the symbol? Why the symbol is required? Symbol is the short method for representing the element. Okay? Antonio Lavoisier was the first to use symbol for the names of the element. For example, O is written for oxygen, C is the symbol for carbon, etc. What are the guidelines for writing the symbol? Children, all of you know about all this. This is just recapitulation. The first one is the symbol of an element is the first letter or the first letter and another letter of English, or the symbol can also be represented by their Latin names. Okay. The second one, the first letter is always capital and the second letter, if required, then is always lowercase. Necessity of adding second letter arises when two elements start with the same first letter. Example, carbon and cobalt. Both are having the first letter C. So cobalt, the symbol of cobalt is written as capital C and small o. Second letter added to the symbol is not always the second letter of the name. Okay. Symbol of some elements are taken from Latin, German or Greek name of the element. For example, Fe is the symbol for iron, but it is taken from the Latin name ferrum. Okay. Some symbols are given here in this table. Hydrogen symbol is H, carbon symbol is C, iodine symbol is I, oxygen symbol is O. These are the elements with first letter as their symbol. Now the second one, elements with two letters as their symbol. Calcium, Ca, chlorine, Cl. See here, the spelling of chlorine is CHLO. So this is C and L. It is not necessary that only the second letter will come along with the first letter. Okay. Chromium, Cr. Cobalt, Co. Magnesium, Mg and manganese, Mn. Some elements whose symbols are derived from their Latin name. Potassium, the symbol is K. It has come from its Latin name Kalium. Sodium, Na. Latin name is natrum. From natrum, its symbol has come Na. Iron, Fe from ferrum. Similarly, silver, Ag. The Latin name for silver is argentum. Gold, Au. The Latin name is aurum. From there it has come Au. Formula of a compound. A compound is defined as a pure substance made up of two or more elements chemically combined together in a fixed proportion by mass. This all you know about it. The chemical formula of a compound is the representation of a molecule of the compound. Just see here the table. Carbon dioxide. The formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. It contains the number of atoms in one molecule of CO2. One atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen are present. Similarly, just think about hydrogen peroxide. H2O2 is the formula. Its one molecule contain two atoms of hydrogen and two atoms of oxygen. Sodium hydroxide. Its formula is NaOH. This is one molecule of NaOH. This one molecule of NaOH contains one atom of sodium, one atom of oxygen and one atom of hydrogen. What is valency? Valency of an element is the combining capacity with other element. Valency of an element may also be defined as a number of hydrogen atoms that combine with or displaces one atom of the element. When more than one element combines together to form a new entity, it is called compound. Elements get combined as per their valency. Just think about H2O. The formula of H2O, formula of water is H2O. Now from here you can understand that one atom of oxygen, when combined with two atoms of hydrogen, it is forming one molecule of water. So what you are saying, one atom of oxygen combined with two atoms of hydrogen. So that means it is combining with two atoms of hydrogen. So the valency of oxygen is 2. Am I clear? An element may also have multiple valencies. Such elements are known to possess variable valency. Okay, children? So here in this table, the first valency for first 20 elements given. Hydrogen is atomic number 1, whose symbol is H and the valency is 1. Helium valency is 0. This is a noble gas configuration. Noble gas, whose valency is 0. Stable configuration. Okay. Lithium valency is 1. Beryllium 2. Similarly, fluorine is again 1. Okay. Valency is not written with any sign. Valency is not written with any sign. It is just a number 1, 2, 3. That's all. Okay. It can be electropositive and electronegative. So sometimes we are writing +1 or +2 or -1 or -2. But generally valency is not having any sign. Okay. Come here, the valency of phosphorus is 3. The valency of silicon is 4. The valency of argon, again this is an inert gas. Its valency is 0. Valency of calcium is 2. So all these valencies you know, please go through it once again. Some elements with variable valencies. Just see here, phosphorus is having 2 valencies, 3 and 5. Sulfur is having 3 valencies, 2, 4 and 6. Chlorine is having 4 valencies, 1, 3, 5, 7. Lead, 2 valencies, 2 and 4. Manganese is having 5 valencies, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Cobalt, 2 and 3. Iodine, 1, 3, 5, 7. These are the variable valencies. Now elements with single valency. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. Okay, if we'll go to the periodic table, you will see that these all are coming in one group. Group means this one group. And their valency, all of their valencies are 1. All of their valencies is 1. Beryllium, oxygen, magnesium, calcium, zinc, they all are coming in a different group altogether. Their valencies are 2. Boron, aluminium, their valencies 3. And silicon, valency is 4. What are radicals? An atoms or a group of atoms having an electric charge, that is positive or negative, are called radicals. The radicals having a positive charge are called cations. Most metallic ions are cations. They are also called basic radicals. The radicals having negative charge by gaining electrons are called anions. Most non-metallic ions are called anions. Non-metallic ions are called anions. They are also called acid radicals. See here, list of some cations. Their names and symbols are given in this table. Calcium, the name of their ion is calcium ion. What is the atomic number of calcium? Calcium is having the atomic number 20. How will you break it? 2, 8, 8, 2. It is having 2 electrons in its outermost orbit. So it will always lose 2 electrons to become a nearest noble gas configuration. So if it will give its 2 electron, lose its 2 electron, then it will reach to 288, that is argon inert gas configuration. And as it is losing 2 electrons, its ion will become Ca2+, that is cation. See here, the symbol of calcium ion is Ca2+. Sodium, the symbol of its ion is Na+. Iron, it's having 2 variable valencies. They are Fe2+ and Fe3+, ferrous ion and ferric ion. Ammonium ion is NH4+. Magnesium is Mg2+, the symbol of its ion. Zinc ion, the symbol is Zn2+. Potassium, K+. And copper is having variable valencies Cu+ and cupric, Cu+ and Cu2+. Okay. Here some anions, their names and symbols are given. See here, chlorine. The name of its ion is chloride and its symbol is given as Cl-. Now see here children, chlorine with having atomic number 17. If it will be arranged, the electrons are arranged in their orbit, it will be 2, 8 and 7, which is an unstable configuration. To become a stable inert gas configuration, it will gain 1 electron rather to give 7 electron from its outermost orbit. If it is gaining 1 electron, it will reach to its nearest inert gas configuration, that is the argon inert gas configuration, which is 2, 8 and 8. Okay, and it will become stable. When it is gaining 1 electron, its number of electron is becoming 18. So its ion can be written as Cl-1 or Cl-, as it is having 1 electron extra. Okay, similarly bromine, the name of its ion is given as bromide and its symbol is Br-. Iodine, the ion is iodide, its symbol is I-. Sulfur, its ion is sulfide and its symbol is H2-. Oxygen, The iron is oxide. Its symbol is O2 minus. Oxygen is having 8 electrons. Its atomic number. If we'll break it, it is giving 2 and 6. Now to complete its octet, oxygen is gaining 2 electron rather to give 6 electron. As it is gaining 2 electron, it will reach to its nearest inert gas configuration. Okay, that is neon inert gas configuration. After gaining 2 electrons, its number of electrons will become 2 and 8, that is 10. As it is taking 2 electron, as it is gaining 2 electron to become a stable configuration, its valency is -2. So the symbol of that ion is O2 minus, which is represented by the name oxide. Molecular formula of compounds. The molecular formula of a compound is the symbolic representation of its composition. The molecular formula of a compound may be written easily if the symbols and the valencies of the combining elements are known. So, to write a balanced chemical equation, you have to know the symbols and the valencies of the elements. Rules for writing formula of a compound. First, you have to write the symbol of the elements or ions that forms the compound. Write the valency of element or charge of each ion below its symbol. Interchange the valencies or charges of the combining atom or ions and write them as subscripts. Need not write the subscript if the valency is 1. If the valencies are charges and charges are divisible by the common factor, then divide and simplify the formula. In case of charges, positive and negative signs are not to be included. This is very important. In case of charges, positive and negative signs are not to be included. Simply exchange the number and write them as subscript. All of you know about this, how to write the formula of a compound. How to write the molecular formula of a compound? Just see here the formula of water. The symbol of hydrogen is H with the valency +1 and symbol of oxygen is O with the valency -2. Then the valencies will be interchange. This is known as crisscross method. So what we are getting with hydrogen, this 2 is coming and with oxygen 1 is coming. As you know that 1 we are not writing. So the formula of water is H2O. Just see here the formula of water is H2O. The formula of sodium chloride. Symbol of sodium is Na with valency +1 and chloride is Cl with valency -1. Just interchange the valencies. Both the valencies are 1 and 1, so they will get cancelled and we are getting the formula of sodium chloride is NaCl. Aluminium phosphate. The symbol of aluminium is Al, valency is 3+. PO4 is the symbol for phosphate with the valency -3. You have to crisscross. If you are interchanging the valencies, you are getting Al, 3 and PO4. These all are together. So we will keep it in a bracket and then 3 will come. And this 3 and 3 gets cancelled. So we are getting Al1 and PO4 1. As you know that 1 we are not writing. So the formula of aluminium phosphate is AlPO4. Okay. Now formula of aluminium nitrate. Aluminium with the valency +3 and nitrate NO3 together with the valency -1. Just interchange. So we are getting the formula AlNO3 whole 3. We have to keep NO3 in a bracket because nitrogen and oxygen together is giving you NO3, whose valence is -1. So we have to keep it within a bracket and 3 will come after the bracket. So the formula is AlNO3 whole 3. Formula of ammonium bicarbonate, ammonium is NH4 plus 1 and bicarbonate is HCO3 minus 1. Okay, so after exchanging the valencies, we are getting NH4HCO3, the formula of ammonium bicarbonate. Some common compounds with their formula and constituent elements. Glucose. The formula is C6H12O6. What are the elements present in it? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Sugar. The formula is C12H22O11. This sugar is also having the same elements which are present in glucose, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Common salt, NaCl, sodium and chlorine are present. Baking soda, NaHCO3 and washing soda, Na2CO3. Now in baking soda, element present sodium, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and in washing soda it is sodium, carbon and oxygen. No hydrogen is there. Calcium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate, CaCO3. And what is calcium bicarbonate? Calcium bicarbonate will be CaHCO3 whole 2. This is the formula of calcium bicarbonate. Calcium carbonate, the formula is CaCO3 and the element presents calcium, oxygen and hydrogen. Similarly, acetic acid, the formula is CH3COOH. This contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Molecular formula of some compounds. Hydrochloric acid is hydrogen and chlorine. The elements are present and its formula is HCl. Nitric acid, the formula is HNO3. Nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen are present. Similarly, hydrogen sulfide, the formula is H2S and the element presents hydrogen and sulfur. Nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is NO, nitrogen dioxide is NO2 and nitrous oxide is N2O. Children, please remember this. Nitrogen dioxide is NO2, nitric oxide is NO and nitrous oxide is N2O. In all the three cases, the element presents nitrogen and oxygen. Am I clear, children? Significance of molecular formula. Molecular formula represent one molecule of the compound. Its name can be derived from the molecular formula. Number of atoms of each kind and the ratio of each type of atoms present in a molecule can also be used to calculate the mass of each element required to form the compound. Molecular mass of the compound can be calculated by adding the masses of all the atoms present in the molecule. Suppose you want to find out the molecular mass of H2O. H2O means it is one molecule of water. One molecule of water contains 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So, how to find out the molecular mass of one molecule of H2O? You know that atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and here we are having 2 atoms of hydrogen. So, we can write down 2 into 1 plus 1 atom of oxygen. The atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So, we can write it as 2 plus 16 which is equals to 18. So, molecular mass of H2O is 18. Now, suppose you want to find out the molecular mass of CO2. Now, it is having 1 atom of carbon. 1 atom of carbon, the atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus 2 atoms of oxygen. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16, so it will be 2 into 16. Okay, so what we are getting, 12 plus 32, which is coming to 44. So molecular mass of CO2 is 44. I hope you all have understood. This is the end of lecture 1. In the next class, we shall study about chemical equation.